Good evening everyone and welcome to Formula Pi Race 4 Heats 2 and 3, the last heat before we go into the eliminators for this year's finals, which will be in 2 weeks' time. So we've got, you can just see Aaron there setting up the robots and getting everything ready to go. I guess that's about it. Do I have any other announcements before we get going, or should we just get going?
You will have about 2 minutes from now, so
Okay.
you can probably chat about whatever you like.
Wow, am I being given free reign now?
Well, no,
Never. Okay. So I'll get some of the exciting news over with tonight before we get going with racing. We finally sorted ourselves out, and we have made some trophies for last season, and they will be for this season as well. So Adam, I hope you are watching, because this little ripper that Tim's put together is your trophy for winning last year. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. It's got a prototype light board that we're debating releasing as a separate product. Well, we're not quite sure whether we will at the moment, but fingers crossed, we may. But look, I think I have a video that Tim's given me of it shining with the light of 1,000 suns and changing all of the colours. So there we go. This is what the trophies will look like, and we're going to send this one to you, and we're going to do ones for every other person who came in the top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3 Ball Sheaf trophies. There you go. That's I've done free reign now. That's it. So Adam, I hope you like that. That's your trophy, and I think that'll be also a trophy for who was second and third. That'll be Super Ward Brothers and Rasparas del Infierno from last season. Expect those in the post. We are just putting them together now and finishing off the designs and printing out the plastic. We've got a fancy new laser cutter, so we've been let loose with that. It's very exciting. So I hope you enjoy those. Hope you like them. So without further ado, pre-apologies to whoever it was who complained last night about the speed of SpinView. I'm not sure if we've done anything to... We have not. So SpinView is the same speed as previous weeks. So if you are at all motion sickness, please, at all motion sickness? Is that a noun? Now, if you are at all susceptible to motion sickness, there was a word I missed there, please look away now, whilst I announce tonight's races. We've got a couple of really good heats for you tonight. Only one house robot is looking like they're going to appear in tonight's races. So fingers crossed there'll be a good stack race tonight. So first up, the Halo Goodalls on the outside, currently sitting in third position overall, which is really good for them, with a third, a first and a first in their previous heats on 41 points. Came fifth last year, so they were in the final last year. Are they going to do it again this year? Let's find out. Next up, we have John Satterfield, another competitor from last year's Formula Pi. He's currently sitting 18th. He's only done 2 rounds with a fourth and a third, so looking to improve tonight for him. So good luck, John, and happy Independence Day, FYI. Just, hope you had a good holiday. Next up, we have Sonic from Kawasaki in Japan. They're currently 13th, so possible moves into the top 10. Fingers crossed for them tonight. They might do well. They've got a fourth and a fifth so far in their heats. Looking to improve for them again tonight. Next up, I Have 5, who were also in last year's Formula Pi. They came 10th place, so they made it to the eliminators. They are currently sitting 7th, so looking fairly secure to make it to the eliminators again this year. So hopefully the I Have 5 team can improve on that and do a bit better this year round. And finally, like I just said, our third place competitors from last year, which is Rasparas del Infierno, who are currently sitting 5th in the leaderboard. Again, looking pretty solid going into the eliminators. With a fourth, a third and a second. Can they go one better tonight and get a first out of this heat? Be interesting to see. This is a mixed bag heat tonight. This is going to be quite good. I'm now desperately clicking about on the old things. Adam says that's wicked. I'm glad you like it. That will be hopefully soon winging its way to you, and we are going to do similar ones for second and third place. And of course a Monster Pork as well. Yeah, now we've actually got the kits and we're pretty close to shipping out the Kickstarter. You should get one of those as well. So that'll be coming in a lovely care package in the next few weeks. We'll let you know when we send it though. But we're thinking of making that into a little product, sort of like a little light thing with a base that you can stand a bit of plastic in and light it up with all the colours of the sun. Kind of to replace our LED Borg that was, previously one of our little light products that we did. Bring it into line with the new Raspberry Pi size and all that jazz. I think we're good to go. Tim's hovering. What's up?
We may not have an updatatron.
Oh, am I flying blind?
No, we're flying blind at the minute.
Could we stick some batteries onto charge so that maybe I can have one in 15 minutes?
Change batteries in the update, Tron, please. It doesn't sound like it's working.
So that means I can't see which car is where. Next year, we're hoping that this will actually be resolved with some new fancy pants technology that we're currently playing with. This is another one of my secrets that I'm not allowed to talk about. We will hopefully have resolved that. Good evening, Shadowhawk has just turned up in the chat. That's Paxo Parrot. He's got his Tizer and his cheesy Watsits. Lovely. Good orange combo there. There's all of the orange food groups. Possibly carrots is all you're missing. I'm joining you in a can of Coke. That is not the drug, but the beverage that's kind of brown. And so yeah, I'm joining you. If only I could relax and watch this and not be so panicky about having to talk all the time. Hooray! The Updatatron has burst into life. I can now see how we're going to do. So we've got the Halo Goodalls on the outside with the blue lights. We've got John Satterfield in the next lane across from the left with the red lights. Sonic in the middle with the white light. I have 5 on the right of Sonic with the yellow light, quite similar to the white light. And then on the far right we have Rasparastal Inferno with the green light. I am, yes. Cheesy Watsits at the ready. I wish. I've got no crisps.
All robots powered up and ready to go.
So Tim's just confirming with Aaron that we are good to go and ready to start the race. I'm pretty sure I've turned on the old track mics. I have turned on the old track mics, yes. Let's go. Get it on. So, green, red, green, and then we'll be away. And we'll see how we get. Let's hope for 5 people away tonight. And they're off 5 away. Oh, a bump at the start. I have 5 there being taken out by the Rasparastal Inferno team, just barging their way across with John Satterfield as well. All 4 are having a bit of a fight in the corner, but it looks like, is that the Halo Goodalls got away? They have. Quickly followed by, oh god, there's lots going on here. The Aaron keeps up. I can barely keep up and I'm watching it. Oh, big crash. Somebody stopped. Not quite sure why that is, but the Halo Goodalls have got away here. We are good to go. Oh, a little bit of a crash now, sorted themselves out. Going the wrong way. Who's that? I have 5. Dancing with Sonic there, going the wrong way, and they just pitched Sonic up the other way. Now Rasparastal and Inferno are going backwards. Everyone's in a bundle. Come on, let's settle down. Settle down. That looks like John Satterfield has stopped there. That could be a reset. I'm assuming... Oh, yeah, I can see the light has now come on. It's gone red again. So I'm assuming that was a reset and the battery's got nudged. That needs to be resolved for next year. Always improving, Tim. Always need to improve. So everyone's piled in. We're currently with the Halo Goodalls on 2 laps, Sonic on 1 lap, and Rasparastal and Inferno on a lap 2. It looks like I have 5 are settled down now, and they're coming round for their second lap. First lap, yes. So first lap's notched up for I have 5. This is good. I think Sonic has now got 2 laps, and if Rasparastal and Inferno, if the Halo Goodalls don't get released from John Satterfield, they're being parked on the straight, they may lose their lead here. Let's find out how that happens. All piled in. Yes, they have. Sonic has now taken the lead with 3 laps. There we go, just gliding underneath the light there. So that's the Japanese team from Kawasaki taking the lead here. With Rasparastal and Inferno just clocking up their second lap. So now the Halo Goodalls, John Satterfield and I have 5. Oh, sorry, Rasparastal and Inferno and I have 5 are all on the same number of laps. Now that is Rasparastal and Inferno trying to navigate around that crash, but struggling. Where Sonic have just glided round for another lap, staying out wide, staying away from the trouble. I don't know if that's an intentional tactic, whether they've decided to stay for the outside lanes, but it is serving them well. Stay out of trouble, and they're avoiding that mess there on the inside. Well done. I don't know if that is avoidance or whether they are just sticking to the outside. Either way. Somebody's on the side. Is that Rasparastal Inferno doing the 2-wheel dance there? Lovely. Bit of Spanish breakdancing there for the fans. Making sure that everyone is having a good time. Lovely. So, I'm not quite sure what this means for the overall. I've lost sight of where we all are. That is a bad place to get stuck, George. I agree. It's a tricky one. So let's just... I've got a spreadsheet. Oh, it's very exciting. So the Halo Goodalls are safe. I think they're through to the eliminators. Regardless of what happens tonight, I think they are fairly safe and secure. I think... probably in 3rd place with 41 points. I think they're looking good. Is that Rasparastal? That's Sonic now going backwards. No. Oh, I don't know how Aaron's keeping track of this because I'm lost. I don't know. Oh. Let's have a look. Oh. So I think Sonic is still in the lead. Oh, someone give Rasparastal Inferno a nudge, please. thank you, I have 5, as if by magic, listening to my commands, just giving them a nudge. Piled up in the corner and stuck in a lump now is John Satterfield, the Halo Goodalls. I have 5, and I think Rasparastan and Fiona have now, even though they've self-righted, they've got a bit stuck. Yeah, I feel that's not a great place to get stuck. Upside down, that looks like Sonic there, just tracking their way around the green lines. They're going to get... Oh, is that avoidance? Oh, yes, son! That is Sonic doing a lovely bit of avoidance. That was so good. Okay, it might have been a little bit indexed, but that was really, really good. Oh, congrats, Sonic. That is marvellous. Really enjoying that little bit of avoidance. Brilliant. Amazing. There's now a complete pilot. We've got 4 robots in a pile, not really going anywhere. And Sonic just having the time of their life. We're gonna go. Oh, no, 5 in a pile. Oh, now this happened last year, and Tim made me talk for 10 minutes because everyone crashed and nobody was moving. Right, thank you, everyone. Let's get back to what we came to do here, which is racing, not parking. Rasparastan and Fiona are going backwards. See if they can turn around, get going the right way. Oh, there's I have 5 going off backwards. They've all had enough. This is protest. Is that what this is? It's very muggy tonight. I know it's hot, but crikey. Oh, Sonic have beached themselves on the barriers. Oh no, they were doing so well. They've managed to get off. Oh, excellent. Well, you know, they were right way up, wrong way up. Cool, right way up. Yes, wrong way up. No, right way up. Yes. No. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the avoidance did not work that time. And now we've got 5 robots parked. There's a reset. I just saw a reset. That was the light cycle of doom where they all go off. Wow, so this did not go how I expected tonight. I was expecting all of the laps. I was expecting amazing racing. I was expecting big things from this race. And I have been disappointed. I can only apologise. I'm going to blame the... Oh, big crash. I'm going to blame the muggy heat. It's getting warm again in the UK and we're all a bit clammy and horrible. So I'm going to blame that. Shuffle some paper whilst we're here. So, we'll flick through. I'll tell you a bit more about Sonic because they sent us in a little form. And they list their age as 43. They have 18 years of coding experience, so that's pretty rad. And they are hoping to win with their code. I think the way they're going at the moment, minus the backwards laps, they're pretty good. I did see some avoidance in there. I'm pleased with that. So I think that's pretty good. They work as a team. And they're hoping to win, it says in their thing. And their strategy for winning this competition, and I'm assuming this is a Japanese translation. I love Japanese translations into English because sometimes they're really literal. And their strategy for winning this competition is pure heart. I like that. I'm assuming that is like pure code, perfect coding. I'm assuming that is the kind of gist of it. I love it. It's brilliant. So Sonic are doing really well. Walking away with this now, I think they've got a comfortable lead. And sticking to the outside seems to be serving them really well as well. This is great. It's good stuff. So, also, Sonic 59 is their team. They've included the number, and apparently 59 in Japan is Goku. So I should be calling them Sonic Goku. My Japanese is very limited from only watching anime throughout university. I don't really know a lot more Japanese other than that. So that's good. I'm learning numbers. So how are we doing? Let's look at the updatatron. So we're at 7.5 minutes, so 2.5 minutes to go. Sonic have walked away with this really, 14 laps, well ahead of the pack. It appears that Rasparastan and Fiona have freed themselves, and despite having a few backwards laps and a few troubles there in the S's, and now in second place with 4 laps. In third place, I think that's going to be the Halo Goodalls, because I think they got to 2 laps first. In fourth place, that'll be I Have 5. And in last place, that's John Satterfield with no laps. And I think that was only because he got knocked in that start. He seemed to be very aggressively moving towards the other drivers when he kicked off, and that caused him to run over the wheels. And it all went pear-shaped from there, really. Sonic have beached themselves again. That's not looking good. Has everything stopped? Oh, man, that's 2 minutes. I've got to talk now. Raspberry and Fiona there have parked it in the S's. Is that cycling? That looked like I was cycling then. So all the robots are cycling tonight, Timmy. Tim Freeburn. Can we get some more stickier ways of sticking the batteries in, do you think?
They are fairly well stuck in, but they have to deal with quite a lot of hitting.
There is quite a lot of impact, isn't there?
If you do hit impact, then batteries will come out.
Oh,
They are not dodging cars.
they are not dodging cars, you're quite right.
Designing them to be dodging cars. They are quite robust.
Yeah. But you see, now everyone's stopped. Right, with 1 minute desperately to pad now, whilst we're all stopped. Sonic have won this race with 15 laps. I don't think anyone's going to catch them right now. Second place with 4 laps is John Satterfield. Rasparston and Fiano. In third place it would be the Haley Goodalls. In fourth place it would be I Have 5. In fifth place it would be John Satterfield, who got stuck there on the start. That is 45 seconds to go. It is a big car park. Rubbish parking. Nul point for parking. And yeah, everyone's just relaxing now. It's very quiet. Robot graveyard. Well, at least Aaron's probably relieved that he doesn't have to mark down any more laps, because it's quite a stressful job. Talking is an easy job. Marking down laps is not an easy job. Working out who's winning where. But we do have a solution for that. We do have something we're implementing for the next series of Formula 5. Incidentally, if you want to join the next season... Oh, somebody started! Oh my god, Sonic have suddenly come back to life and decided quickly, in the last 3 seconds, I'm going to do a lap. But that's it, we're now at 10 minutes. Too late, guys. Too late. George says, no need to run after the robots today. No, you're right. Aaron's got a very easy clean-up job there to collect all the robots from their places. So, it's a recap. From top to bottom, we have first place Sonic with 15 laps, taking the win, which is really good for them. I think that takes is that their first win? Yeah, it is. So with a 5th, a 4th and a 5th, first place, yes. Nice work. That puts you dangerously close to the cut-off point for the... Oh, that's very exciting. So Sonic might have just squeezed into the finals there, into the eliminators. Yeah, well, we'll wait for the results to come out, because I'm not very good at numbers and I might have miscalculated. But it looks like they might have just squeezed in, judging by the points that were on last night and now tonight. In second place, we have Rasparston and Fiano. In third place, we have the Haley Goodalls. In fourth place, we have I Have 5. And in fifth place, we have John Satterfield. Shout out to I Have 5, just briefly. They were in contact with us yesterday. One of their team members is currently over in Wimbledon. I'm assuming for the tennis. Otherwise, it's a very odd place to go at this time of the year and not be going to see the tennis. They asked if they could come and watch it, and we were hoping to arrange that tonight for them to go and pick them up from the station. But we didn't hear anything today from them, so we're kind of sad, because we were hoping to meet you guys. But alas, you didn't make it up. And to be fair, this wasn't a very exciting race.
Well, the next one could be good.
But
it was a long way away.
It is a long way away. It is Wimbledon to Cambridge, and Wimbledon will be so hectic at the moment. There's like 1 billion people down in Wimbledon at the moment, all watching the tennis. I wonder how Andy's getting on, because I've obviously been here. I've not been able to watch the telly. He was playing one of my favourites, Dustin Brown, today, which is awesome. He's a great player. I digress. Robots. We're not here for tennis. We're here for robots. So, Spizzers. Little Spizzers. Tim's like hurling abuse at me now. Right, whilst we're here, seeing as we're here, whilst Aaron is setting up the next robots, we wouldn't be here without for our lovely sponsors and people who've backed us on Kickstarter and really helped us put this race series on. We would not be here without you. We really appreciate it. So first up, shout out to Blogtrotter, a lovely RSS feed aggregation service that makes your RSS feeds a piece of cake. Check them out and see what they can do for your RSS feeds if you're into feeds and stuff. Next up, our current leaders, I believe, which may change. After yesterday, they didn't win the full sweep, but IQ audio hats for your Raspberry Pi, go and check them out, they're awesome. Next up, Mod My Pi, lovely guys from Kent, Jacob, team, hello, good evening. Go and check them out for all your Raspberry Pi goodies, everything you need to buy. Next up, Hop Hackers, Brewing Collective from Canterbury, who have lovely brew days. Go and join them if you get a chance, they're on Facebook, go and check them out, they're awesome. What more can I say? And finally, SOS Solutions in Holland, selling to Europe with all the Raspberry Pi stuff, microbit stuff, everything you could possibly need. CodeBug, you name it, they've got it. Go check them out. Finally, if you want to sponsor Formula Pi, check out info@formulapi.com. Send us an email, give us a shout. Find us on Twitter @formulapi_ or @pi_borg. Also, we've got a new shop, shop.piborg.org. And if you would like to enter the next series of Formula Pi, which will be later on this year, September, October, all being well, then please go on there, find Formula Pi and click enter. And we'd love you forever. The next season promises to be awesome. We have a couple of things up our sleeves that we're currently finalising for the next season. Some of them may or may not be related to the robots. Some of them may or may not be related to how we're recording laps. That's all I'm going to say. Just going to leave it there.
Some of them may or may not be related to the stars.
The stars?
The stars.
We're going to be doing an outdoor one.
Planets.
We're doing an outdoor one. We're doing one on Mars. News.
That's right, one on Mars.
News. We're doing a Formula Pi on Mars, ladies and gentlemen, next year. That's where we're going to be. We're going to be joining the red planet. It's going to be difficult to paint the green on, but the red should go on really easily. Really easily.
Right, that's silly. No, that's good.
I have to say something, otherwise I'll explode. So, I've done that bit. Right, sponsors, done. Next up, for the final time this season, the last heat we've got here. Seems like we've only been doing this 5 minutes. Where have the weeks gone? For the final time, and the final warning of possible motion sickness, because we had a complaint last night, we will be sorting that out, we'll be doing less spinning. But for the final time, on the outside lane, we have Lambda P Racing, who are from Bern and Hamburg in Germany and Switzerland, the opposite way around. They've had a mixed bag of results, a third, a fifth and a third, currently sitting 12th in the series on 12 points, could easily squeeze into the eliminators with a good result tonight, so hopefully they're going to do really, really well. Next up, Moto Toasty, our Formula Pi first, he's got punted over the barrier, first to run around in the gravel, also won a race as well, so they're sitting on 24 points in 9th place, with a 5th, a 1st and a 5th, so hopefully tonight they will go through, as long as it all goes well for them tonight here. Next up, #?-1, it's a house robot. Whoa, all of this has gone wrong. This spin view has been corrupted because the house robot's not been put in properly. So that's the house robot. So the next robot, which is also the arrow with all of the question marks, is in fact SHTP from Italy. They've so far got a 2nd, a 3rd and a 5th. Currently sitting 6th in the series with 25 points, so it looks like they will go through to the eliminator without too much trouble tonight, as long as everything goes well. And finally, not the advertised black arrow with all the question marks, it is in fact Swinders on the outside lane from Waterlooville in Hampshire, currently sitting, where's Swinders? I can't find him. 9th in the leaderboard with 19 points, sorry, 8th overall with 19 points. Looking to go through to the eliminators as well, was 9th last year in the series, so hoping to go one better as well. I'm assuming, Tim, that's because that was put in incorrectly. And it should have said house.
Probably should say 0 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's just wrong. What should it normally be? So I'm shuffling papers now. I'm trying to find out so I know, so that I can correct it if I see that next time. Sorry, everyone. Be with you in a minute. It's been a while since we've had a house robot in. Maybe that's it. We've forgotten how it worked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's 0.
Yeah, it probably should be. Anyway, back to the racing. Not inside lane, I hope, for number 34. Yeah, sorry, Swinders. You're on the inside. Oh, no, I know. Yeah, sorry, Swinders. You're on the inside. I know why that's a problem. This is going to be a great start. I am really looking forward to this. If you enjoyed the Tour de France during the week and you enjoyed Peter Sagan's elbows, I believe that Stephen Swindley has installed the programmatic version of Peter Sagan's elbows. Look out, everyone. Robot turning left.
These grid positions are randomly generated.
Yes,
so
the grid positions are randomly generated.
we are ready to go.
We are ready to go. So, elbows out for Stephen Swinders tonight on the inside. Yes.
Okay, start the light so you can spin.
So green, red, green. Look for that inside robot making a sudden dart for the outside lane. If I know how testing went, he is the Peter Sagan of Formula Pi, and we are ready to go. No banning for you though, sir. Elbows are totally allowed. Here he goes, and he's off. Oh, he's all right. You're fine, mate. You've got there it is, whole shot. That's what you wanted. Amazing. So, Swinders he's caught the barrier though at this point, and that's left SHTP to go through. Closely followed by I've lost my eyes. Who's where? I'm lost. House Robot. Oh, Swinders is trying to self-right, stuck on the barriers. Spin round, correct. Oh, so close. SHTP in the lead. I think that's Moto Toasty. And then, who's the red top robot? It's because I didn't see the images. Oh, it helps me set myself. Squeaky chair, sorry dear. Right, let's settle down and let me see if I can work out where we're at. So, first place SHTP, second place. It's joint second at the moment between Lambda P, Moto Toasty and the House Robot, with Swinders still stuck, waiting to complete his first lap. It was all going so well. The strategy was awesome. Oh, some SHTP going backwards, head-on collision with Lambda P there, and now they're battling to get round. Lambda P, incidentally, using a Java code base that they've started from scratch, which is awesome. We love seeing different code bases. Although we are slightly terrified that if Lambda P does win and get through, then everyone's using Java next year. Sorry in advance if they do. But them's are the rules. We take over the code base of the winning robot, and that is the baseline for next year, and that's how we roll. Swinders has just pitched. Is that Moto Toasty again? That's Perilous Coast. That Me-arm is just propping that robot up. Shout out to Ben Gray for saving that robot from pitching it into the gravel. Crikey! Oh, Tim, well, you've changed the cameras. Look. Get it. There we go. Right, okay. That was okay. Crisis diverted. Moto Toasty not going into the gravel for the second time. Swinders almost gave him the elbow over there. Swinders is now getting going again, staying very close to the inside, but has now come away from the wall, so can now get a bit more of a wiggle on. Although stuck on that wall and then keeps getting stuck. So Swinders. Nightmare. Oh, Barry's joined the chat. Good evening, Barry. Lovely seeing you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. And yes, we were having that discussion. It is going to be terrifying if that happens. All of our fears will be realised. If Lambda P win, then that could be terrifying for us all. We're all going to have to learn Java very quickly. It'll be a flashback for me. I haven't done any Java since I was at university, so that'll be brilliant. They're in 12th place, so potentially could get through to the Eliminators tonight if all goes well. And so, at the moment, the House Robot is leading proceedings. In second place, it's a tie between Lambda P. Oh no, Lambda P is definitely in second. In third place, the number 66 robot of SHTP. Next, we have a tie between Swinders and Moto Toasty, as they were both busy punting each other, trying to anyway over into the barrier. Saved by a Me-arm. That Me-arm couldn't have been better placed. And Swinders is still stuck on the barrier there, trying to break free from that corner. But there we go, he's got himself free. Hopefully for Swinders though, when those first few laps are over and you start working on the different coding strategy, that will hopefully make things a little better. I can hear a banging upstairs. Oh, it's really loud sometimes. Sometimes I think it's because that that must be right above my head, that corner. I think it's probably pretty much above my head, where there was that banging a minute ago. Wow, this has been quite an eventful little race. Lots going on. Oh, the one with all the red stickers on the top is the House Robot. So that, you see, I couldn't work out which was which. I was struggling to see which was which. So that blue light on the bottom there is Lambda P, who are now second place, very close to the House Robot though, only about half a lap behind. And while everyone's doing their best to try and get in their way, they seem to be getting the clear laps in. There's SHTP self-writing. Now Lambda P are chasing them around. But that Java code looks to be performing very well. I don't know if they've stuck with Java all the way through, or whether they've gone back to the Python for this heat just to get a solid few laps in. Because I know they were struggling with some of the things like the camera timings and things. But whatever they've stuck with this code, because I don't have access to the code, so this is one of the things, right? I purposefully don't look at the code bases, and I don't want to know what people are doing. I don't want to know what little tactics people are using. So I can only work out what people are doing by watching the robots and guessing. So the reason I know about Swinders' tactics is because in their time runs it was very obvious what they were doing. Oh, and Moto Toasty and Swinders again trying to punt each other into the gravel, having a good old set 2 on the back, on the headbanger corner there, really trying to push each other over the barrier. Oh, that was a really harsh reverse there from Moto Toasty. Swinders, I was just reading Swinders' message there. Sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. He says, the problem with the code is it will stay in the inner green lane if it starts there. Strategy is flawed and it doesn't move out. Oh, right. Oh, is that Lambda P's been nudged? Lambda P's had a reset, so that has put them, and as well, on the apex of the corner where everybody is coming through. Deary me, this has been a night of crashes and calamities. Lambda P have hit. That is such a nightmare. So this possibly could mean that the House Robot could streak away with this. Ooh, number 66, SHTP, is putting in the lap still, so hopefully they can keep up and it won't be too terrible. I think the red robot there that I can see stuck is SHTP, so my worst fears have been realised. So I wonder, now I'm thinking about strategy now. So if it starts on the green, can you block it? I mean, is it as simple as just saying if you start in the green bits, then maybe do like the first lap in the green, then move? Or is it, I don't know, like do one lap in the green, then move out to the red, then start with the red lap strategy, then go inside again when you're happy? Or is that, I don't know, I'm thinking how I might solve that. Is it that simple, or is it way more complicated than that? Okay, so Winder said he tried to fix the modified the code and it failed to run in the simulator, so he uploaded some old code to go with tonight. Yeah, that's a fair play. I can appreciate that entirely. Let's have a look. Where are you in the old leaderboard? Well, you're in 8th. I think after tonight, the people who are below you, so Enigma and Super Ward Brothers won't jump up because they had an absolute nightmare race in the first evening. Sonic on 15 points will probably jump up above you, I think. Moto Toasty here could as well. Oh, actually, so Swinders, this actually could be quite close for you. I wasn't nervous and now I am. Oh no. Oh, we'll have, no, actually it might be okay because we'll have 11 robots through, I think. Yeah. I'm going to take a punt here and suggest that it might be okay for you. Don't quote me on that, I haven't got the numbers. But I think you might be okay. I think you might be just on the bubble Swinders for the eliminators. We'll have to see. I really want you in them. But I want everyone in them. Can we just stretch the eliminators for 15 robots, please? Tim, holder of the rules. Can we do that? Ah, it's so boring. Swinders has written a secret in the chat. Should I read it out? He says, just between you and me, the code waits for a lap or two and then moves towards the inner blue but not outwards. Yeah. See, that's what I suspected. When we were watching you and testing it, it was fairly clear that was the code was making that decision. Who's the red bottom robot? That's SHTP. Just getting wiggle on there upside down. Batteries are up. So really, Moto Toasty, or have they parked as well? Oh, Moto Toasty have parked. So I'm, is that Moto Toasty there, just going to flip over? Yes it is. So they've just self-righted. Oh, stuck on the robot. Oh, on the wall, there we go. Oh. Yeah, there's lots of trouble going on. Sorry, I'm mesmerised there, but I just got completely distracted by the racing. The House Robot's still going though, they're going to win this one, but obviously they don't count, so although they'll take the 15 points, we're dropping them off the leaderboard because they don't count. So, have Lambda P suddenly come back to life? They have!
They've seen the robots driving past them and probably detected that.
Ah, brilliant! So, that can happen with a reset. You can get a hard reset, and if the robot detects that it should be moving, because there's lots of things moving around it, or if it's moved enough on the floor to detect the change between the red and the green, which is what it looks for when the start light sequence goes, that can be enough for the robot to restart itself, and that's exactly what's happened to Lambda P here. So, this could mean, if they can put in a couple more extra laps than SHTP, who are just chasing behind them there with the Italian flag on top of their robot, that means that they could actually take second place here, which could be quite exciting. This was a race that was just it looked like nothing was going to happen, and then all of a sudden everything started happening. And this is now 10 minutes. That's it. We're done. We've finished the race. I lost track of time then completely. I didn't even see. I was too busy trying to work out all the permutations for who might get into what where. So that's it. That came really quickly. Big pile up. Robots have just parked themselves. Lovely. Thank you, everyone. So in first place, that is the House Robot. Boo, we don't care about that. Second place, SHTP, the team from Italy. So well done to you guys. Congratulations. Third place, that is Lambda P with their Java code base, which we're terrified of, but love at the same time. In fourth place, Moto Toasty, and in fifth place, Swinders. You do get 5 points for that, Swinders. You've managed to do 5 laps, which is great news. Or it might be 1 point. Yeah, I think Aaron's put the laps there. He put the points in the first one, now he's put the laps to confuse me. So it wasn't 5 points, it's probably 1 point, I would assume. But still a point. Hopefully that'll be enough for you, Swinders, to get in. Everyone else, you'll have to wait until, what, maybe 20 minutes time? Are we going to do the results tonight, Timmy?
Yes, I believe that.
We are going to publish the results tonight. So, you will find out. Swinders, 5 laps. I can report answering your question in the old chat there. So yeah, that's it. We're done. That's it for tonight. That's it for the heat. We're all finished. Next testing is next Monday for the eliminators. So if we'll send out an email tonight, pretty much as soon as we've wrapped up the feed here. Aaron is going to go feverishly tapping on the keyboards and put out all the logs and notes, and we will do the leaderboard and double check it and put it out. The top 10 from that leaderboard tonight will be going through to the eliminators, and there will be practice for you guys next Monday at 6:30 usual time on the feed, and then the final is on Wednesday. No, the week after. Oh, here we go.
You can have the webpage open in front of you and you can see all of these dates rather than trying to rely on my memory, which is rubbish.
Yeah, as is mine. It's been a long day. Right, I'm going to the dates on the website, formulapie.com, everyone. So, looking at the calendar, the eliminators and final testing is on July 10th, which is next Monday. And then the finals, the first final will be on Monday, and that will be... Oh no, the eliminators will be on Monday. The top 5 from Monday will run in the finals, which will be on Wednesday, the 19th of July. So effectively 2 weeks today will be the final, but the next time you'll see us will be on the 10th of July, Monday, 6:30. I'll probably be dead because I've got 2 days of BMXing between now and then. So if I'm tired and grumpy, then please excuse me. But other than that, we will see you a week on Monday. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Hopefully you'll get in. I want everyone in the finals. I will argue with Tim and I'll get him one day to put all 15 people in. But other than that, we will see you next Monday. Expect an email within the next maybe half an hour, 1 hour from all of us. We'll put the leaderboard up on formulapie.com. Good luck, everyone. And we will see you all very, very soon. Take care. Hope you have a good week. And we'll speak to you next week. Bye-bye for now.